Good morning, and it's live Q&A here in Manager Critic. I've realised the lights aren't on here, so I look a bit dull and boring. So let me just move rooms and hopefully won't lose connection. So I'm going to move into the kitchen area. We're a little bit brighter and you better sort of hear and see me clearly. So if you're in the room, please, hi Sophia, thank you for joining us. If you leave your questions below and just share with me any questions you've got, whether it's about how to manage a critic, how to gain clarity, whether it's about confidence or just really about creating the right support network for you to ensure that you've got the right everything you need for 2017 to be the best year ever. If you've got questions about how I wrote the book or anything that you've got for me personally, maybe you see me doing something and you think, God, how do you do that? Then please do share your questions below. And if I don't hear from anybody, I will just share with you some stuff that I've been noticing this week that I will be putting into practice again for next year. Because one of the things that I often get asked is the question is, when is the best time to plan? And I believe that planning is something that you're doing on an ongoing basis. So as I'm in the moment right now, I'm experiencing Christmas, and I'm kind of making a mental note of what's working and what's not working and what would need to happen to work better next year. And so for me, actually having a day in the diary, which was the 28th of November, where I went out with my bestie on the Sunday to do Christmas shopping, meant that I started thinking about what presents I wanted to get, who I wanted to get them for, what my budget was. And I just want to sort of relay that back to your business is that the way our brains work and why the critic can have some problems is because we're constantly updating data in our brains from past, present and future. And sometimes we're talking about something that is, hi Joanne, thanks for joining us, that is past tense, but we're talking about it in the present tense. So the brain's like going, well, that happened ages ago, but you're now talking about like it's happening now, and starts to get the fear and the concern, the worry. So it's like when you've learned a lesson and you've moved on and you've progressed, we sometimes forget to update our systems. So one of the things I wanted to do, and I talk about under the section of attention in the chapter under attention, is talking about where is your attention in your language. Do you say, oh, I'm not very good at that, when really the fact is you weren't very good at that, in the past. It might be that, again, just being aware of what tense you're using about anything. Sometimes we're saying what we want to have happen is in the future, but one of the things that works with clean language is we say to you, so if you said, I want to have an amazing 2017, I would ask you the question, what kind of amazing is that amazing? And you might say, well, I remember a time when, and you're back into past tense and you're talking about the past experience. And I will ask you a question, and when amazing, is there anything else about that amazing? Until we're kind of talking about it in the present tense. And that way it kind of updates your brain and it starts to let your subconscious mind know that that's the amazing you want right now. You're going to pull from the resources of the past, but you're going to talk about it in the present tense. So one of the things I want to suggest you do today is, if you are setting yourself some goals, is definitely look back over 2016 and write down everything that worked, everything that you want to make sure you do keep when you plan for 2017. So that'd be what has worked, that's past tense. Then check in with yourself right now, what is working, present tense. And then look at if it was just the way you'd like it to be, it would be like what? And that'll give you the future tense. And by doing the three tenses and really consciously separating them, you help update your brain of the difference between what has been and what can be. Now, the next part of that is when you start writing down your goals, what can happen is you start talking about, what I'd like to have happen is, and it's all very future based, but it's not really giving your brain an awareness of what you want to have happen today. So one of the processes I've picked up from reading and working with Roger Hamilton from Wealth Dynamics is about doing your vision. So I want you to imagine yourself on the 1st of January 2018 and write it as a past tense story about what the year was like. And then that starts to update your psychological system, your subconscious mind, as though it's already happened. So you've already got that confidence, you've already got that experience, you've already got the value of those lessons. And you'll be surprised how much of a difference that makes when it comes to managing a critic. So hopefully, is that useful, Sophia, Joanne? I've got some hearts and some things coming across. It's actually 10 past 10. I was obviously a little bit later. My watch is wrong here, getting on. So I'm really sorry about that. Thank you for your reminder and asking me where I was, Sophia. I really appreciate that. I'm hoping that little exercise is useful. I will put the link below to help you find the book if you haven't already ordered it and you'd like to get a copy of manageyourcritic.com, because I do talk about that under the A, under clarity, where it's looking at where your attention is. And please share below your goals, aspirations and hopes for 2017. And I'm going to leave it there. If we've got no questions, have an amazing Christmas, and let's keep connecting. I'll be here again next Friday at 10 o'clock. I will set an alarm though to make sure I'm definitely here promptly. Speak to you soon, guys. Hope that was useful. Oh, thanks for sharing. Really appreciate that, Sophia. And that's what it's all about. Let's share the love. Let's help and support each other. Let's move from competition to collaboration and have a really great time.